So lately, if you check Twitter, which is known as X now, you see a lot of these things flying around. And you might be forced to ask yourself, what are these guys actually doing? I feel I'm doing the same thing, but I'm not getting the same results these people are getting. What are they actually doing? Is there something else to it? Yeah, I feel the truth is they're actually doing something you have no idea of. I'm going to be showing you exactly what they're doing and basically everything you need to know about it. Now, if you are here for the very first time, I'm someone who believes in growth a lot. So I want us to connect in a way and grow together. And most importantly, for what we are going to be doing, we will need to really connect and help each other grow. So for every link you will need, it will be under this video. Without wasting much time, we'll be talking about a few things in this video, and I'm going to keep them as simple as possible so you can understand even in the simplest way. Now, the first thing we'll be talking about is what are these people doing? And it's going to take me about 15 seconds to talk about this. The second is what is InfoFi. If you're hearing this for the first time, I'm going to explain what it means as well. The third is how does this actually work? What is yapping? You must have heard that a lot of times. People will say, oh, the things you know aren't working anymore. The new thing people are doing is yapping. And you keep wondering, what does it mean? I'm going to explain. How do you actually yap? I'm going to explain that as well. And the crucial things you need to know. Now, before making this video, I reached out to a couple of people to just ask for the things they know, those that have been doing it for a while. And they shared a lot of things which I'm going to share with you as well in this video. And at the end of the video, I'll be making a shout out to them, dropping their Twitter account so you can follow them and even learn more from them directly. So without wasting much time, let's head right into what we are here for. What are these people doing? In one word, I would say everything they are doing is yapping. Now, what does it mean to yap? We are using complicated words before I start telling you decentralized, centralized, perpetual, this and that. In a very simple term, it mainly means talking. So now the question you should be asking yourself is, if it is talking, I talk every day, but I don't get paid for it. How do these people get paid for talking? But before we dive into that, let me ask AI what yapping actually means. It says, in crypto, yapping is mostly slang. It usually means talking too much without substance. Let's keep it that way. In one word, I would say it mainly means creating awareness for a particular project. That's just the simple word. Take it that way. So number one is gone. That is what these people are actually doing. The number two is what is InfoFi and how does it actually work? What is InfoFi and how does InfoFi actually work? Now, because I don't want to use very complicated words, we are going to use CHATGPT again. It says InfoFi is information finance. InfoFi is actually an abbreviation for information finance. It's not one single project, but a group of platforms that reward people for sharing, finding, or acting on information. Now, what it's saying here is acting on information, taking an action. Now, most people yap, but what I'll be showing you in the video, you can do other things. You can refer, you can stake, you can do every other thing. But yapping is the most common one, and it's also completely free. And you don't need any referral. So that is why a lot of people are actually doing it. Now, how does InfoFi actually work? There's something, or there are things they call InfoFi platforms, like KAITO and every other one, WELLCHAIN, which I'm going to explain in this video. I'm going to explain it too in this video. They work in a similar way, but I'm going to tell you the most important thing about these two. And if you are watching this video and you've watched to this extent, if you register presently on WELLCHAIN, you are going to get the early member badge. Let me put it that way to keep everything basic. Early member badge means you're one of those people who supported the platform very early, because it is still very early. and you should know what this means when it comes to Airdrop allocation. They don't joke with their early members. So even before you complete watching the video, because I don't know when the badge is going to end, click on the link in the description, register an account, sign in your X account, because that is what you need, and immediately you sign in, you are going to get your badge. It takes less than 30 seconds. Trust me, less than 30 seconds. Now once you're done with that, how does InfoFi actually work? So they actually collect early opportunities like airdrops, token launches, hidden gems, NFTs, other. They collect it and they give users to actually participate. Basically that's all. And once it's time for reward distribution based on what you've been doing, which is yapping and talking, the talks you've actually talked, let me put it that way, they reward you based on it. And without wasting time, we'll dive into it, because I don't want to do a lot of talking, but rather show you what you have to do. Now, first things first, I'm going to talk on KAITO before I move on to WELLCHAIN. So for KAITO, it is very easy. Every link you need, like I said, will be in the description of this video to access any site you want to access. Now that we've talked about a lot of things, and I'm trying as much as possible to make this video not extremely long, the most important thing you need to do is to find a way to get to this page. Now you do not have to stress on how to get to it. The link to get to this page will be under the video as well, so you can easily tap on it and gain access to this page. Now this is what this page looks like. And by the left hand side, we have a lot of options. We have Pretty Arena, Info Market Arena, Project Leaderboards, Yaps, Feeds, Capital Launchpad, KAITO and Airdrop, Stake KAITO, Swap, My Wallet, Connected Accounts, Social Card. You may not actually see all of these options until you connect your X account. To connect it, all you have to do is to tap on the profile icon wherever you see it. It might be at the top right hand corner or at the bottom left. So you tap to add your Twitter account and then you authenticate it, or let me say you authorize it. You confirm that you want to add your Twitter account. It is 100% safe. And afterwards, what you have to do is to tap on your profile at the bottom left of the screen, and then you have wallet option and email option. I advise you connect both. Why should you connect your wallet? Because whenever you are eligible for an airdrop, that is where it is going to be sent to. So we have two options. So you link your ETH and you link your Solana wallet, then your email address. These are basic things. If I start explaining everything on this website, the video is going to take hours. So I'm going to explain the basic things you need to know. So as you can see on my account, I have 0 yaps, 0. And that is because it takes time for your yap to actually show. It takes some time. You yap a lot before it actually shows. So now, how do you yap and what do you need? To yap, mainly, let me talk about this Pretty Arena. Pretty Arena, mostly what you find here are projects that do not have a token yet. Or maybe now there are some that have token already, but still want you to talk about them. But mostly what it means is they do not have a token yet, but they want you to talk about them before their TGE, which is token generation event. But mainly what you're focusing on is KAITO N. From the KAITO N, you get to see projects that want you to talk about them, comprising of both pre-CGE and post-CGE. And the funny thing is, this side of the screen showing current, showing 11 now. Yesterday it was about 44, and the other side is about 45 or so. But today, as you can see, a lot of them have actually ended and we have just 11 to talk about. Now, how do you choose what to talk about? You go through this page, you take your time. Before you talk about your project, you want to take your time because you do not want to wait weeks and months talking for nothing. So let me start from the first one. And briefly, I'll tell you the things you should pay attention to. So for the first one, we have US link. They said they are giving 300,000 US link to top creators. They never mentioned how many creators, and their campaign rule says to be confirmed. So you can easily tap on the small arrow beside their campaign rule to see the full gist. So it started August 11, ending October 18. The claim period is October 21 to 25. Vesting is yet to be confirmed. Distribution platform is on their platform. Now you can actually check other things about them, and this is where you get to know what they want you to do. So all they want you to do is talk. So tap on check on X to check what is required of you or get other information. What you're trying to do basically is get information of what. So this was when they talked about it, and just like what you read on the previous page, they are literally saying the same thing. You can go through all of this to know what they want, and sometimes in the comments you see someone will ask them, who are you rewarding? Is it the top 100 yappers or top 200 or top 300? And sometimes they are going to respond telling you the number of yappers they want to reward. Okay, as you can see from it, just like I said, they said they are going to reward more than 100, because sometimes you want to be sure you are not just doing it for doing sake. Some might reward 50, yes, some might reward 100, some 500, some 1000. So you want to be sure you have a higher chance of getting something. So they said more than 100, but I'm pretty sure it's not up to 200. So let's say it is 150. So we know they are giving 150 people and they are distributing 300,000 US link. Okay, you move on to the second one. You check, these people are giving 1 million token. 1 million token to top creators for season 2. It's ending very soon, September 30th, in just few days. So you want to check the day it is ending to be sure you are not just going to talk about it and not get anything. People have been talking about it since August 6th, and it's ending in just few days. So if you start talking about it now, you might not reach the minimum threshold they require. So you want something that is a little bit new and you have a little more time to talk about it. So we are going to the third one. 1% of home supply, July 28th, September 20. This one is very, very close. You can't talk about this. This one is December 17. We still have some time if you want to talk about this. So for this one now, you want to check this place. It's showing eco and yap. So you can do two things to earn: eco and yap. For this one, it is showing three things: you use, you yap, and eco. So this is the basic knowledge of it. It is up to you to choose what you want to yap about. The one I'm yapping about, somehow it's not on this page. I don't know where they took it to. But once you choose a project you want to yap about, something I do is, let me say for example, I want to choose this Lombard. I will tap on Lombard, I will check, and then I will tap on check. On this page, I'm going to read through everything. And if they have white paper, I will take the white paper. Normally you get it on their profile, so you will tap on their profile to check. So from here you should be able to get their white paper. So this thing actually takes a little time, but you are going to get it. The most important thing and most stressful one is getting what to talk about. So got questions, read our documents. So I will tap on read our documents, and this is everything about them. I just can't go through all of this, so I'll copy everything, or I might just copy the website link and then I'll go to ChatGPT. I'll tell it to summarize it. So I have different tabs on ChatGPT. I'll give it the link and ask it to tell me what is written in the link, because I can't go through it and start reading everything. But it is advisable you read it so you can understand what you are doing. But ChatGPT is going to do a very good job by giving you a quick summary of what it is all about. And so here it is. Here is a simple summary of this. What they've achieved: they've got 1 billion in total value locked, 92 days, $1 billion. They've also onboarded $2 billion, over 80%. So it's going to tell you basically everything. If you have more questions to ask, you can ask it, and it's going to tell you everything you need to know. So if you feel, okay, this is something I want to talk about, all you have to do is to head back to your KAITO dashboard. Now you've selected this, you ask ChatGPT, how do you make post about it? Do they want you to tag them? Sometimes you don't have to really tag them, but if they want you to tag them, you have to do that as well. So you can just tell ChatGPT, how do I start yapping? Today is day 2 actually, and as you can see from here, we have 45 under here, and past we have 45. Yesterday it was 11, I think. So they added a new one which is called Beat Dealer, and Beat Dealer is rewarding top 500. I think this is one of the best. So you take your time and go through what they have to offer. I don't want the video length to be so long, so I'm not going to go through it. But for them to reward the top 500 creators, it means a lot. This is rewarding top 200 weekly. So for you to know what you should actually talk about, let me show you. You can tap on this project leaderboards. And then on this page, you can check. Let me just select anyone. This is Zcash, for example. And check anyone you want to check. The one you actually want to talk about. So once you get to this page, what you want to do is tap on this See Creator Leaderboard. So you are going to see the people topping it. We have for 7 days, 30 days, 3 months, 6 months, 12 months. Let's check for 30 days. So if you tap on it and select for 30 days, you are going to see the people with the highest points in the last 30 days. You can see the number of followers. You can see what they are talking about. This will give you an idea of what you should talk about. I might not go deep into this. Maybe in a separate video I will do that. So in the last 30 days, we have someone with 259,000 X followers. We have 8,000 is the third person. Can you imagine? We have someone with 10,000. We have 5,000 followers. That is number 10. We have 3,000 followers. Now you might be there with 2 followers and think, oh, there is no way I can make it up to this leaderboard. That is why I said at the beginning of this video that is growth. You actually think of, okay, the next thing you should be thinking of is how to grow my X account. On my mobile phone, I have numerous videos like that, how to grow X account. So they are going to give you tips, and then you know, okay, once I grow my X account, I can take it to the next step. And let me surprise you, this person has just 530 followers and it's number 20. So imagine rewarding the top 500 people, and you are with maybe 50 followers, you can make it to top 500 people. If I show you down to top 100, you actually guess what I'm talking about. For someone with 530 followers to actually make it to this leaderboard, it means a lot. So you get an idea of what you're talking about. And one more thing, if you have very little followers and you want to grow, aside joining a community, though I will share that in the later part of this video, you should also learn to engage people's posts. Reply to people's posts a lot. This morning alone, I don't know how many replies I've done, and make them meaningful responses. If you're making a post as well, make it a very meaningful one. You don't just come and just post anything you want because you just want to post. No, that was why I advise you to check what people are actually doing, check what they're talking about, and incorporate the same thing. On my AI here, I have different tabs that help me to do all that. And some of you might feel, oh, if you use AI, they are going to know and flag you as a bot. Yes, that is true. If they know that you are a bot, they are going to flag you as a bot. So there is a way to actually go about that too. Let me say, once AI generates a post, because you are going to give it a prompt. The prompt I used, I actually had different conversations with it, telling it to be my social media account manager, this and that. So I got a prompt for it, and I have this tool, free AI detector. So on this tool, you can actually know if a text is AI generated or not. This is not the only tool, so I would advise you also go online and look for tools to know if a text is AI generated. You're going to see different websites, so you might want to consider all of them. So for the text I just copied on GPT right now, that I generated on GPT and posted on my X account this morning, I want to check if this machine will know it is AI generated. So check for AI. As you can see, 4% AI GPT. This 4% shows that yes, you are human. This content appears human written. For some of them, you will see 0%. But the more you use GPT, it tends to go back to, okay, being a machine. So you have to constantly remind it that, remember to keep this post as humane as possible, something like that. So it's going to work on something so perfect for you. You have nothing to worry about. Just constantly keep reminding it, and try other AI checker as well. But this is pretty good. So basically that is what I do if I want to come up with post, and you might open another tab to just correct your grammar, but sometimes you might say things and you feel is not grammatically correct, so you can just tell it to correct your grammar, and it's just going to do that without adding extra words. It's just going to remove the unnecessary trainings, add the necessary ones, correct the unnecessary grammar and all of that. And I'm trying to open this person's profile to actually check what they're talking about. Another way you can actually do that is go on X. Let's say I want to talk about a project named Own AI. Why did I choose Own AI? Somehow I'm talking about Own AI. Before I do that, as you can see from this notification, this is 5 minutes ago. This was 5 minutes ago. Someone followed. This was, let me show you, yesterday. And what was I doing? I was replying all of them. So you have to learn to engage on people's posts. You don't just want to keep posting and not engage. So I'm actually talking about this, and as you can see, they posted something. Get inspired by AI today. I don't know if I'll stop talking about them because of one or more reasons, but let's see. So if I want to do something like this, I'll just take the image. I have a tab on GPT already that will help me to rewrite tweets. So for this particular tab on GPT, is going to rewrite tweets. I'm just showing you the little things I do, but I want you to work so well on creating original content yourself. Sit and think for about 15, 20, 30 minutes. So as you can see, it created something out of what they posted. So I will check from here. And check for AI. As you can see, this one is 92% AI GPT. 92. And why is it 92? When I opened this tab, I never told it to keep it humane. I never told it to make it, write it as if human wrote it. So you should use this website a lot to help you avoid this, because if you do this a lot, you will not just get anything. So basically that is coming up with post. Most importantly, like I said, check for people who are talking about it. The people who are ranking here, check what they are talking about. It's really help you to know, give you an idea of what you should talk about yourself as well. If we've moved on from that, let me show you the important things you need to do, because I don't want the video length to be extraordinary long. I'll just briefly mention the few things you should do, and one of them is, I don't know if you've observed on X, it looks like a lot of people now have verified badges. So this is one way they've actually learned to grow. When you have verified badges, it helps you to get more projects, and aside that, it helps you to get engagements on your posts. But for now, if you're just starting, we are going to be working on doing just the normal thing on our normal account alone, and this is where we will do some testness so you can raise some cash to get the badge. It's very crucial to get the badge if you can. So first thing is try to get the badge. That is not the first thing on the list. The first thing on the list is going early. So I showed you something from here. I showed you a project that just started and is rewarding the top 500. So if you go in so early, you have a higher chance of getting on this leaderboard. And let me tell you, some people make just 10 posts and they get to the leaderboard. They get to the top 200, top 500, just 10 posts, and they get there and they get eligible. There was someone I was checking that said he made just 5 posts concerning that project, just 5, and he was eligible for about 200 USD. So getting early. This is the project I'm talking about. This one started few days ago. But whenever you're choosing a project, learn to know when they are ending as well. Most of the ones they are to be discussed, TBD. So this might take a year. You don't know. You don't just want to talk. So know when they are ending. These people have a specific date, specific end date. But if you want to talk about it, you feel you have a conviction you should talk about it, then no problem. Even TBD, talk about it. Second is join groups or communities. On Twitter, you see communities, you see different groups. You try to join few of them. Like I said, this thing is a progress. It's a process. So you will learn to see all of these things when you are in. The third is engage. I've talked so much about this. You learn to engage on people's posts a lot. Learn to engage on their posts a lot. Comment, like their post. And even when you make posts and people are the comments, reply to them, like their comments as well. ready to interact. It's almost the same thing. Make posts daily, even if it's anything. Good morning everyone, good morning yappers. Just draw something daily. Or most importantly, try to educate people about a project. That is one thing that makes it recognizable and bring something meaningful. You don't just want you to shout. They want you to create awareness. So make meaningful posts as well. Comment and engage, also the same thing. Verify your account if convenient. I've talked about that. Check requirements before joining. I've talked about that. Have a cool name and display picture. Now this is very, very crucial. Once you're setting up your X account, have a very cool name and display picture. This will help people to feel you are more professional. You don't just want to use something so childish that they feel this person is just joking around this space. You want to do something so professional. Create valuable content. I've talked about that. I wish to talk about Yap, Manchi, and smart followers, but this is getting longer than expected. So I will make series of videos explaining specific things. And in this video, I might not be able to talk about WELLCHAIN. Maybe I'll make a separate video for that. But for now, this is what I have to say about this. Shout out to the people who helped in coming up with these important things you should pay attention to. Their profiles are showing on the screen. Do well to engage with them and gain more knowledge from each of them. This is going to be a growth process, like I said. So there is more to come. And I really wish you on this journey with me as well. And I always want to see you winning the same way you want to see me winning as well. This is a lot, and there is a lot more to be done, like I said. So I would love if you have any question. I will be willing to entertain every single one of your questions here on YouTube or on X. To engage or to connect on X, you can check the description as well to entertain all of your questions. That's all for today, and in the next video I hope to see you, and I hope you are going to share your testimonies with me as well when everything starts going as planned. Thank you so much, and see you next time.